Buongiorno, everyone. Welcome to the match reaction after that Leicester plummeting at the King Power, absolutely battered, humiliated, and embarrassed at Leicester City today. Newcastle United, revenge for Leicester for our 4 goals we put past them last year. To be fair, that was like watching the 5-0 in 2019. It was like a rerun, deja vu. That I think the Premier League's been cancelled and they're just stuck on the classics because that was the same shit. Absolutely battered, barely touched the ball. Never looked like really scoring against the Leicester side that we should be taking advantage of. This is a Leicester side that played only a couple of nights ago in Italy, got beat there, got knocked out of Europe. They've got players out through cold, through COVID, through injuries. One person that came back from injury today, Tielemans, was obviously probably the best player. Yeah. But Newcastle never did enough, never pressed enough, never tried enough. And that was worrying for me today, like Wanaka.
Yeah, massively. Yeah, like we did expect something from it today. Like we didn't want to be like too overly enthusiastic about it, but you know, like as you just mentioned, like what tails should be up now. Like performances under Eddie Howe have been better, like week by week. Like obviously, things aren't going to happen overnight. We're not going to expect miracles just because Steve Bruce is out the door. But I just think it has been going well, and we've finally got the first win of the season. That should be enough to like. He was saying that he wants everyone to experience that feeling and enjoy it and know what winning feels like. And we just think like, right, we're coming up against Leicester, who are a very good team, like easily a top 6 team year in, year out. Struggled this season, coming to this game 11th in the league. As you said, just crashed out of the Europa League, playing on Thursday, fucking 3 days ago or something like that. Loads of players up with COVID. Like some will now be tired, fatigued because of their travels and stuff. It was 9 of the same starting 11 that played on Thursday played today. So you just thought, like, just go at them. And I think the first 15 minutes we did. First 15, 20 minutes were okay. Probably the better of the 2 teams. Neither one really looked like scoring, but I think we had a bit more possession, a bit more going into the final third. So it was just like, it's coming. Just keep on them. Just keep it the way it is. And towards the end, hopefully they should have tired legs and we can just run right on them. Just get a goal before half time. Get a second in the second half. Should be easy as that, but typical Newcastle never is as easy as that. Like a pathetic performance. Like I'm really embarrassed by that. Like it's absolute joke. Like 4-0 against that team that we just mentioned. Tired, injury-ridden, COVID-ridden. Not as good a season as what they're used to having, and they've just absolutely embarrassed with the day. And like I don't think Leicester were as good as winning 4-0. Like they weren't great. But it's just our defense, man, time and time again. Not enough, not clinical enough in the final third. Defense all over the place, like just where fucking Brucey left off, really. Like it hasn't really been any improvement today.
And Leicester hadn't kept a clean sheet in nearly 20 games. The defence is all over the place. We even saw that at the start of this game. We've seen that they were just giving the ball away. They were all over the shop, even towards the end. They nearly scored a long-range open goal, which Schmeichel had to bloody slide off the line. We just didn't take advantage of that today. I just don't think we went there with enough energy, enough enthusiasm, enough drive to get the win. We should have went there and got something today. I was very confident of getting a result. If it was even a draw, or even if you get beat 2-1 and you're in the game and whatnot, but then to get embarrassed 4-0, to get absolutely humiliated 4-0 is shocking. It's shocking. It's very worrying. It's very concerning how bad that defence is. We need January to come around and we need pretty much a whole new back 4, to be honest with you. We're getting to play our ratings in the next video, but today, this was a missed opportunity because Leicester, only playing a couple of days ago, being in poor form, having a shocking defence. They're all down. We had Lee Chapley, Leicester fan on. He thought they were going to get beat or probably draw. They've just been knocked out of Europe. They're struggling for confidence and everything. We've came off the back of our first win. We had all week to prepare for this game. Leicester had a day. And look at the scoreline. Do you know what I mean? That's seriously worrying, and especially today we needed to get a result. 3 points, to be honest with you. 1 point, you would have took it because it's away from home in the league, but 3 points today and we've got none. We haven't even got a goal. The goal difference has been shattered. The confidence has been shattered. And we're still 3 points off 17th. Obviously, we could have went level on 17th today with a win. They only got a good draw against West Ham. But this is a big missed opportunity because December only gets worse from here. We've got Liverpool on Thursday night. We've got Man City. a couple of days later at home. Man United after Christmas. Everton away before New Year's. You know, it's looking bleak. It's going to be a mean Christmas this year. Kegs froze. I was waiting for him to jump in there with a good reaction, but he's froze. So Kegs, right? Don't know what's happened there. So we'll come down to the big turning point, or the big starting point, shall I say? The penalty for Leicester. I mean, for me, it should go to VAR and it should get overturned. But on the same side of that, Jamal Lascelles shouldn't be sticking his foot out and inviting Maddison to go over it. He's inviting the lunge. He's inviting the dive. It's not good. You know, it's not what football should be about. But you trick them, you win it. You know, it's the big on this sort of thing in Italy and that. If you've got no fucking football brain to realise you shouldn't be sticking your leg out in the box and inviting someone to jump over it, you're not good enough, are you? You're simply not good enough. Captain dog shit yet again. Needs dropped, needs replaced. Said it before, even when Fernandez came in and that. I'd rather have him. I'd rather have Kolo Toure, assistant coach at Leicester. 43 years old, whatever he is. Get him in. Lascelles out, Toure in. Don't care. He's that bad. Jamal Lascelles, man, giving away penalties like that. I think if it was the other way around, it probably would have got overturned. Again, we're looking at the bloody Premier League bias of decisions not going our way and stuff like that. If that happens to a top 6 club, that gets overturned all day long. If that's Man United last night, that doesn't get given. Do you know what I mean? So, poor start there. Well, actually, I thought it was a decent start from Newcastle. First 5-10. We're pressing. Almiron's getting in their faces. We're closing them down. Loads of sloppy mistakes by the defenders, which we see week in, week out, which is why I was hopeful of a win today, or at least a good 2-2 draw, something like that. But then we just kind of faded out of the game, even like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, just letting the game pass by, not getting involved, not doing enough, not creating enough. And I think, lads, we're fucking second bottom of the league guy now. If you want to wake the fuck up and try and get a result today, that would be absolutely brilliant, please. All them 3,500 fans that have travelled down to Leicester. Disgraceful, really. The new owners have got plenty of money, and you see other clubs doing this, refunding away fans for the travel. The club should do that today, because that's abysmal. That's an abysmal performance. Absolutely shocking. Hey. And then the second goal, Daka. The second, third, and fourth, they just cut open way too easily. Leicester. It's far too simple to get through that back line. The third goal, where everyone's just following the ball, there's 3 defenders and they all just run towards the ball. It's like they're just flicking between L1 and sprinting towards the ball. Do you want to have a look at your surroundings, lads? See who's coming into the box, see what's in and around you. There's someone there for a tap in, easy as that. Tielemans, you know. Shocking defending. Very, very bad defending. But overall, another poor game for St. Maximin. Another poor game for Joe Willock, Kennedy 2.0. Kennedy curse, strikes again. Lone player, permanent move. Never a good move, that one. Doesn't work out for us. Bloody Kennedy and Willock. To be fair, I think we need to change that, though. We need to change that up and realise he's not a centre mid like that. He is that number 8. We should be playing him in the hole kind of thing, because he's not the guy for the centre mid. Shelby was back to his usual self today, but we'll get into that player ratings. That's the next video. But the match reaction is that it's very worrying. It's very concerning. It's a game we should have tried to get a result out of, because the games get a lot tougher in the next couple of weeks. The deadly December fixture list. It seems we'll play Liverpool away on Thursday, Man City at home a week today, and then Man United on the 27th. Everton on the 29th, is it? 30th? Wow. Yeah. It's good being rich and all that, but if we get a January and the other teams win around with, and we're 6 points, 9 points off, then 1, how do you tempt players, and 2, how do you really start clawing that back? You know, it's oh man. It is a worrying one today, like very worrying. The manner of the defeat, like I say, if we had got beat 1-0 or 2-1, 3-2, could you look at positives there, scoring goals, whatever, but crap, absolute crap today. Rubbish, embarrassing, humiliated by Leicester, by a very, very poor Leicester side as well. You know, that's a Leicester side that are 11th in the league. They've been struggling all year. They haven't kept clean sheets for bloody months on end. Been knocked out of Europe 2 nights ago. They flew back from fucking Italy the other night, full of pizza, full of Peroni, and they turn up like that and just piss us all over. Just piss all over. You think we were the ones that were in Italy during the week? Maybe they were. don't know what we've been doing all week. That's a Bruce performance. That's the first one in a while where I've been, whoa, this doesn't look good. This doesn't look good at all. Got to change it up for Liverpool. Hey. Right, well, player ratings to come next. I'll jump into them. Cheers for watching, everyone. Drop your comments below what you thought of today's game. How you see things going heading into Liverpool next week. Ugh. Rather not, really. Forget about it on a Sunday afternoon. Subscribe to my channel TV and see you in a bit.